Right on the butt.
Not the right in the butt, right?
Yeah.
You get whooped. You know what blow in the butt? That's because you went so in the butt. This is awesome. This is awesome. This is awesome. This is awesome. It's the Mickey. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Let's go, Mickey!
Let's go, Mickey.
Let's go, Mickey!
Let's go, Mickey. I want to throw in the block gun. Oh, wait, go out. Come on, Mickey!
Welcome to episode 306 of WWE SuperCard with me, Kenneth Knight. Season 2, and as you saw at the beginning of the video, the first 5.5 minutes of the video was all the stuff that happened last night at Wrestling for Warriors. And as you can see, my background picture for the week is a picture of my boys in a mask that were given to them by a wrestler out there, a vendor. And the picture behind them is the picture we got from Rhino, to the Knight family from Rhino. For me walking him down the ring, he gave me a autographed picture. Still cost me $10, but still, you know, I got an autographed picture regardless. So, as you can see, the autographed picture of Rhino behind me. I think that's a pretty cool picture of him. It's a drawing, actually. Someone drew that. I think it was fan art or something. A fan of his drew it or something like that. And he's using it for putting. He had 3 or 4 different pictures. He had TNA pictures. He had this picture, and he had a couple of WWE pictures in a ECW picture of himself. But I went ahead and got the Rhino drawing here. That was really cool fan art. So I thought that fan art was pretty awesome. So as you can see behind, that's what that is. That's a Rhino picture of Rhino fan art with his autograph. And as you can see, my boys in their masks that were given to him by a vendor for free, which was awful nice of them. And it was a great event. Mickie James was awesome. Really nice person too. And Rhino, I'm not too big on him right now because before I walked him down to the ring, I went backstage to meet him, okay? Well, number one, he didn't even talk to me except for telling me a couple things. He said, number one, don't interfere in my match. Number two, don't touch me. And number three, get as closest to the guardrail as you can because I don't want you anywhere near the ring. Because he don't like fans walking him down to the ring. He wasn't happy about it, so that's what happened on that whole deal. He didn't like the fact that I was going to walk him down the ring. He don't want no one walking him down the ring. He's a loner, I guess, or something. He don't think it's the fans' place near the ring, which I'm 42 years old. I'm almost as old as him. I know better than to get involved in a match. Number one, I'm not a wrestler. Number two, I'm not going to get thrown out of a wrestling event or get in trouble and get banned from future events because I get involved in a match or get hurt. So I don't know why he had in that state of mind. Maybe he's had fans in the past do that. I don't know, but he basically said, number one, don't touch me when walking down the ring. I don't want you raising my hand. I don't want you touching me. Number two, stay behind me, about 10 feet behind me when we're walking out to the ring because I don't want you right next to me because it's my TV time, basically what he said, because this was recorded for DVD. So he wanted him pretty much stand alone without me in the picture much. He said it was okay if I was in the first part of the entrance, but after that he was going to pick up the speed and get ahead of me and stay ahead of me. That's how he is. That's the kind of person he is. That's in case you don't know what kind of person Rhino is, there you have it. Straight from me. That's what happened. But it was overall a fun event. I did spend $100 on winning him as his manager, and I don't think I really got my money's worth, to be honest with you. I'm kind of disappointed that he was so harsh on me about it and that he was afraid I was going to get involved in his match or touch him, you know. Like, he's been in the spotlight for over 20 years, and he has to be in the spotlight for one more night, I guess. So I don't know what the deal is. But he was the main event of the show, so that was his time, I guess. So it is what it is. So ever get an opportunity to meet him again or anything like that, I probably will not do it because I really don't care much for the man. And he had pretty nasty attitude towards me. He was okay before everything started, like before we started, before the wrestling show started. He was out signing autographs. He signed my wife's shirt, along with Mickie James. They signed my wife's shirt, and he gave me this picture and signed it for $10, which is usually $20. He gave me $10 off for walking, because I was getting the opportunity to walk him to the ring. And I did get a T-shirt of him as well, but I paid $10 for that. So I basically paid $10 for a T-shirt, $10 for a picture, so I still paid $20, which is the price that a normal T-shirt would cost without the picture, but I got both for $20. And my wife got a Wrestle for Warriors shirt, which was part of my VIP pass, and she had Mickie James and Rhino both sign it. Rhino had no problem signing it. Rhino had no problem shaking my kid's hand on the way down to the ring. But he was real nice until it was time for his part of the show. Once it was time for him to come down to the ring, it was all about him, plain and simple. He was backstage before we were walking to the ring. He's supposed to associate and kind of talk with you, and you get to ask him questions. He did not give me opportunity to ask him no questions. All he did was walk away from me, went and talked to Ethan, which was the guy he went up against, and told him what they were going to do during the match. And that's basically it. Completely ignored me. And then just before it was time to go down the match, about 2 minutes prior to the match, he then told me that I'm walking down to the ring. He wants me not to touch him, not raise his hand, not touch him, and once we get through the entrance curtain after the first couple feet, to slow down so he can get ahead of me and stay ahead of me because he wanted to be far in front. But that's enough about that. So that's how that happened. Never ever again will I ever try to be a manager of a wrestler again if we're going to be like that. I don't think all wrestlers would be that way, just him. But if I got the opportunity to be his manager again, it would not happen because that was $100 I really end up not getting anything for, really, except about 5 seconds of walking him down to the ring. And then after the match was over, which it wasn't shown on the video we saw at the beginning, he went out the opposite side of the ring from where I was sitting so he wouldn't have to walk out with me. He went out the closest exit from the ring as possible. They had me way on the other side of the ring. If you saw that video ahead of it, at the front here, they put me all the way, at his request, he put me all the way to the right corner of the ring. But after the match was over, he then proceeded to exit the ring out the far side away from me so I wouldn't be able to walk him back out. The deal was to walk him to the ring and that was it, and he completely took full advantage of that being a deal and that was it. If he could have had his way, I think he would have not had me as a manager, to be honest with you, but I did pay $100. But it was for a good cause, so it wasn't really a waste of money. It was just disappointing. I paid $120 just to walk him down and get a shirt and a picture of him, which is a lot of money for me right now because I got a lot of bills to pay and stuff. And my wife, we had to buy her a plane ticket to Arkansas, which cost over $450, so we were pretty much broke for the month. Why I haven't done my contest yet because I'm broke for the month, so I have to wait until next month and do that contest. It will get done, though, I promise you. And I will have a couple Mickey James pictures to throw in with it because whoever wins will also get a Mickey James autograph picture. Because I got several autograph pictures from Mickey James last night that she just gave us. She signed a bunch of pictures and said, you can have them for free. I'm not going to charge you for them, which is really cool of her to do that for my kids. She gave them 4 or 5 pictures, all the pictures she had of herself. She gave them a free copy of it and signed it, which was really awesome. She was a really awesome lady. She talked to us for about 20 minutes. Even though there was a lot of people in line, she still talked to us for like 15 or 20 minutes. And fans were patient behind us and waited for us to talk. And she talked to several fans for 10 or 15, 20 minutes at a time when it wasn't real busy. So I thought that was pretty cool of her. And she also I talked to her about Magnus. He's doing well, she said. He's also doing indie wrestling right now. He's no longer in TNA either. So her and him both have left TNA officially. And they're doing indie shows now. So it was a great show overall. And we're all working on this Seth Rollins card. There's 248 of 250. So we're going to go ahead and use this title match on this next match. And I'm going to go ahead and finish off this card. And this card will be mine. And we also got the opportunity to meet John Cena Sr., John Cena's dad. Yep, we got to meet John Cena's dad, which was pretty cool. He was the commissioner for the night, the general manager, or whatever you want to call him, for the night, for the show. And during Rhino's match, the referee got knocked down, and Rhino was pinning Ethan, and while the referee was knocked down, so then John Cena Sr. came in to count to 1, 2, 3. Okay, at least you thought he was going to count to 1, 2, 3. He got to 2, but he stopped the count and done you can't see me thing like John Cena does. He said, "You can't see me," to Rhino, and pulled Rhino off of Ethan, and Ethan rolled away and was kept from getting pinned. So Rhino went after John Cena Sr. and punched him in the face, and a bunch of wrestlers came down, and our friends of Ethan's, 2 or 3 wrestlers came down and tried to whoop on old Rhino, but Rhino gored every one of them big time. He gored each and every one of their people that tried to come help him in the match. It was pretty cool, and Rhino still ended up goring Ethan and getting the win, which was really cool. We got to see John Cena Sr. go heel. That was pretty cool. Seeing John Cena Sr. as a heel was pretty interesting. he'll Cena. His son won't do it, but he has no problem doing it. It was quite awesome. And he's a really nice guy as well. He gave my son Jonathan a $1 million bill with his picture on it. It looks like a real $1 million bill because, you know, there's no such thing as a $1 million bill. But he made up these $1 million bills he's had made up. And he put his picture on it. And signed it and gave it to Jonathan, which is pretty cool. Maybe one of these days I'll scan it onto the computer and I'll show you all what it looks like. It's pretty cool. It's a $1 million bill with his autograph on it, which was pretty cool. My kids loved it. And John Cena Sr. does love the kids just like his son, John Cena. They definitely loved the kids. They had a great time with the kids at the event. He was walking all over the place, meeting each and every person he could meet. And it was awesome. And Rhino got thrown down like 100 flights of stairs as well during the match and still won the match. So they went hardcore outside the ring, everywhere, all over the arena. And that was pretty cool. Watching them do a extreme match all over a hardcore match, went all over the arena. And Rhino still came up the winner, which was really cool. And as you can see, if you look at that video, if you've paid attention to that video at the front of the video, when I was walking him down the ring, you can see how much distance he got from me, so I wouldn't be too close to him. He didn't want to walk next to me for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know if he was afraid I was going to touch him or what, but he would not walk next to me down to the ring, even though he knows I paid $100 to do it with him. And a guy who won, Mickey James, manager, and a couple other managers did not pay, so no one got the opportunity to walk Mickey James down to the ring because the guy who bid on her never paid. So that kind of sucks. I wish that guy didn't bid if he wasn't going to pay, because I would have been able to walk her down the ring. I bet she would have been a lot nicer about it than Rhino if I were able to walk her down the ring. If I would have won her, I would have never bid on Rhino, but unfortunately, her bid was $400, and the guy who bid on her never even paid. Found out at the event he never paid, so therefore no one was able to walk her down to the ring, which I thought sucked, but how it is. And it kind of screwed me and a lot of other people out of the opportunity to do it, but that's how it is. But overall, it was a great show, and it will be on DVD, so once it comes on DVD, I'll share a little bit more from you. I didn't share a whole lot of it. I didn't record a whole lot of it because my battery in my phone was dying, but when I get the DVD, which will be coming out soon, I will show you certain matches and stuff like that with that DVD. But that was pretty cool. And Seth Rollins is mine. I did just get the Seth Rollins card, so there it is. It will be my very first WrestleMania Pro event card. Unfortunately, I hit the card limit, so I only got one card pick out of that bunch of card picks, unfortunately. But that's how it is. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm out of here. Peace.